Good morning and happy Monday. I hope you guys are doing well and you had a great week. As I mentioned last week, this week we are going to dive into the appraisal changes that are coming this fall so that you can be prepared for those changes and just really how it's going to affect you, perhaps your clients with regard to offers and timelines and what you should expect and what you should have conversations with your lenders about. If you recognize this, then it means you have read an appraisal report. This is the 1004, the appraisal form we've all been looking at for many years. And beginning on November 2nd, this form is essentially being retired for what is called the UAD 3.6 and replaced by a completely redesigned, different appraisal report. So the old form is going completely away and it is getting replaced by the form that is called the URAR, yet another abbreviation for us. It is smart enough to change based on the appraiser's input. So if you think about TurboTax software, it will ask you a question based on how you answer the previous question. So the form will be fluid and change based on the property. They are going to be collecting a lot more information about the houses. So imagine you have a unique property that didn't quite fit into the uniform appraisal boxes, the check boxes. This one will be much more fluid and take into consideration, let's say it's not just a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom brick ranch. It's now going to be, what are the renovations? What are the renovation costs? What are the utilities? What kinds of things are on the property? What are the views? What are the site influences and features that make this home unique and provide its value? So I don't know about you, but when I am listing a home and they say they've updated the kitchen, that are like, ooh, I love it. I love hearing those magic words. But now we need to be asking more questions if you don't do this already. So what kind of countertops did you put in? When did you do this? Are these brand new cabinets or did you just paint them? Did you move plumbing? Did you remove walls? Those types of details are now going to be considered in this new appraisal form. So you better be asking a lot of questions from clients when they say, oh, we've updated our kitchen. Get every amount of detail that you possibly can on the front end with regard to those updates. And that obviously doesn't just apply to kitchens, bathrooms, exterior renovations, everything, the whole 9 yards. I wouldn't think it is a horrible idea for you to create a checklist to ask your clients and make sure that you're gathering all of those details so we don't forget. Will become more specific, so maybe the house is on a golf course, which is great, but also maybe it might be on a busy road. So those two things are going to be considered equally versus just it's in a great location. Especially at the beginning of this change, I wouldn't be surprised if appraisers are going to be taking more photographs than they currently do. So maybe give your clients a heads up so that they don't panic, because appraisers are going to be learning this new system as well. And so they're going to need to have accurate records for their documentation. You're going to hear a lot of things about AI and how a computer is now going to be appraising a house, but Fannie did not release the appraisers from their jobs. It's just a new data-driven form to help get accurate information. If you don't do this already, here's what I want you to change in your business. When you start taking a listing, create a property resume. Use this bullet list to ask the questions of your sellers about these homes and keep a record of it, especially when it comes to receipts and invoices that have been paid by the seller. If they have that, just stick it in a folder for future use, and then when it comes time for the appraiser to come, you can just hand them the information about the property and you're no longer hunting for it. Just remember that your job is not to learn how to do the new appraisal. Your job is to give the appraiser accurate information about your listing. So don't be intimidated by any of these changes. You really just need to remember 3 things. Even though we are going to hear 100 acronyms for this and everybody's going to be talking about it when it comes to AI and how it's going to change the game and yada, 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 just remember the appraisal is changing. They're collecting more information and we need to do a better job of getting information about our listings. Final thought is that as we approach November 2nd, after that, I would be cautious about your contingencies for appraisal timelines. So I know a lot of lenders can do tight appraisal timelines, 10 days, 12 days, stuff like that. Check in with your lenders before you submit these offers and make sure that they can hit those timelines with the new appraisal changes. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you later.